in the Airtable thingy submission.
Yes.
In the in your folder, Shane.
Yep. All right. All right. Let's see.
I've just been munching on snacks and enjoying everybody's songs.
Yeah, I love you guys. Here we go.
All right. Should I talk about it at all, or should we just? Oh yeah, I never get the lyrics in the way you want them, so I apologize for that.
I know. How dare you?
Dare me? I know I'm so awful that way. Ah. All right.
It's like oh, go ahead. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
No, it's all right. Not just actual sound file will be. Oh yeah. That's because the first thing I uploaded was actually a Nobo piece. So never mind. Yeah. So this is this little song. Yeah, you're gonna find. Yeah, you can move things around. Sure.
Yeah. Don't even. Yeah. Don't. I do this to everybody, and it drives.
No, that's okay.
Everybody is so nice to me, but I know it drives everyone crazy.
There was a book that was written about 2-3 years ago, and it came out by a journalist who had gone to a place in Nevada, a very strange place way out in the middle of nowhere. He had to be blindfolded to be taken there. He had been invited. And he ended up talking to 6 billionaires. These billionaires are not people that you would not recognize, but he couldn't name them, so he didn't. But the point to it was they figured that the world was getting unstable, and if it got too unstable, maybe they could protect themselves. And so one had already built a big bunker to protect himself. It's underground. It has a golf course and a swimming pool and all kinds of things. Anyway, that was the inspiration for this, plus whatever else is going on in the world right now. So there was also the Paradise Fire, and then the Palisades Fire. I used to live there in LA. I know what happened there. So anyway, here you go.
All right, here we go. Thank you so much. Did you see Jennifer's comment about all these golf, there's a golf course, all the essentials?
You bet.
The future is on Mars or Venus, modern homes in solar zones. Biome now, they're built to last, but hurry down, they're going fast. While out west there are fatal storms, Hawaii ashes and cindered grasses. Paradise is changing fast, while families mourn for those who passed. While the greedy get the most and brag about it later, we form as loans as their stepping stones. They call themselves the weak.
Like Steely Dan chords.
Fires in Europe and in Canada, hurricanes and who's to blame? Heads are buried in some deep, deep sand, while heads of state have half-baked plans. While the greedy take the most and brag that
stick bass. That bass.
There's a bunker for a billionaire. It's underground, a massive lair. But who's around to serve him in the end? When there's no food and we're all dead. Will the greedy get the most? Toast to their friends later. With farmers' bones as their stepping stones. They call themselves the winners.
There's supposed to be a bunch of vocals here that aren't here yet.
Yeah, very nice. Nicely done.
Thank you. Yeah, the background vocals are missing. There's a bunch of color that's not there yet, but I had to share it with you first.
No, man. No, we appreciate it. No, it's lovely. And again, it totally reminds me of Steely Dan. It's you know the
Ah,
yeah yeah Donald Fagen. What's his
oh,
name?
the Fagan. Oh, yeah. Mm. Steely Dan Fagan. Oh, yeah. You mean yeah, Donald Fagan's the lead singer. Yep. I was going to say that bass, if anybody's curious, comes from something called Trillion. And
Yeah.
Trillion is made by a group called Spectronics. And they have this massive suite, talk about a massive layer of sounds that you can manipulate and change, but they come just out of the box that way. And they're really cool.
Yeah, that's the Chapman stick in Trilogy. One of the basses.
Trillion? Yeah.
Or I'm sorry, Trillion. Yeah, Trilogy was the old version. Oh yeah, all right. So Creature Mars. So again, going back to that idea of context.
Yep.
All right. So if we do Uncle Shane's little trick here, and we gray out, the future is on Mars and Venus, modern homes in solar zones. Okay, buy them now. They're built to last, but come on, down. They're going fast. While out west, there's fatal storms, Hawaii ashes, cindered grasses. I love that rhyme. You're so good with your rhymes. Paradise is changing fast. Families mourn for those who passed. While the greedy get the most and brag about it later, with poor man's bones as their stepping stones, they call themselves the winners. I love the winners later. Soft rhyme. It's really good. All right. So I like that section, but the section that stood out, I think that sets it up, and this might be colored by what you said about the guy. I love the
the
idea there's a
bunker?
bunker for millionaire. So there's a bunker for a millionaire underground, a massive lair. But who's around to serve him in the end when there's no food and we're all? Oh, I'm sorry. There's a bunker for a billionaire, an underground, a massive lair.
Yeah, you're right.
But who's around to serve him in the end when there's no food and we're all dead? And then
I'd get rid of the futures on Mars or Venus. And somebody once said that sarcasm doesn't work well in print.
well,
So
no. I actually like this, but to me, this would be more powerful later.
I
Because
see.
all right, so we
Mhm.
have
Yep.
this world in crisis.
Yep.
All right, fires and fail storms. Okay, I think this. Or, oh, actually, again, I appreciate everyone's patience with me as I kind of formulate this stuff. You know what? Actually, what I would do this. I think. All right, give me a second, everyone. Fires in Europe and Canada, hurricanes, and who's to blame? Heads are buried in some deep, deep sand, while heads of states have half-baked plans. While out west there are fatal storms, Hawaii ashes, cindered grasses, paradise is changing fast. Families mourn for those who passed. So
Yep.
so
Mhm.
this verse becomes a world in crisis.
Mhm. Mhm.
While the greedy get the most and brag about it later, well, with poor man's bones as their stepping stones, they call themselves the winners. And then
Mhm.
now there's a bunker for a billionaire underground, a massive lair.
Mhm.
So all this is happening while all this is happening, there's billionaires trying to protect themselves, but who's going to serve them when there's no food and they're all dead?
Mhm.
So even the billionaires, the greedy get the most and brag about it later. I would say instead of while, I would just put the greedy. The greedy get the
Okay.
most and brag about it later. With poor man's bones as their stepping stones, they call themselves the winners. But what's great
Mhm.
is we find out that the greedy here, in this one, the greedy is getting the most while this is happening.
Mhm.
Then here, the greedy get the most, but there's no one to take care of them, and they call themselves the winners. But surprise, they're losers because there's nobody. Everyone else is gone. There's
Okay.
no infrastructure for them. But nature comes for everyone. Nature comes for everyone. Win or lose won't matter. Breathing in the accurate air, ragged clothes to designer wear. That's such a good line. So the futures on Mars or Venus, modern homes and solar zones. Buy them now, they're built to last, but come on down, they're going fast. The greedy take the most and toast their this is kind of the sarcastic solution to it.
Mhm. Okay.
So
Yep.
while all of this is happening, while the world is burning, while billionaires are like, we need to go to Mars or Venus or modern homes and solar zones, because this is which is a great line. Buy them now, they're built to last, but come on down, they're going fast.
Yep.
The greedy take the most and toast their friends later. With poor man's bones, so I like this order.
Mhm. Yeah.
That's how I would.
All right.
Um,
Yeah, that
because
makes
now,
sense.
yeah,
Totally.
because
Mhm.
now there's not repercussions. We learned about the world that the billionaires are living in. The billionaires are doing this while a world burns around them. But even so,
Mhm.
they can't get away from it, even though they're using us as stepping stones.
Mhm.
It makes it. I think it makes it even more powerful, like pointing your finger, like this is happening.
Yep.
All right, cool.
Okay. Thank you
Thank you,
very much.
Cheryl. Thank you.
You, Shane.
You're welcome. Let's see. I'll stop sharing and give it back to you, Rigel.
And let's do a little giveaway. Who has, okay, so Julie has